signatures, tax forms, and yes, better health insurance. It's the ceremony where my fiance becomes my spouse and domestic partners officially becomes we do everything together, including Costco. Every love story has a meet cute, right? And in this one, it all started with a bar in Huron, a work trip, and a matchmaking setup that would give the lady from Mulan a run for her money. Taylor was traveling with Kelsey, who I understand to be Cole's sister-in-law. When the topic of Cole came up over drinks, one thing led to another, and before Taylor knew it, she was hearing all about this handsome, helpful guy who just so happened to be Kelsey's brother-in-law. Kelsey made the intro that very night. There may have been cocktails, and there was definitely scheming. And the following week, a double date at the bowling alley with Jake and Kelsey. So no, it wasn't love at first sight across a crowded room. It was love at first, I think you two should meet. And Kelsey, you nailed it. I wasn't there, I didn't see the first look or the first text or the first time one of them got embarrassed in front of the other. But I know enough to picture it like a classic rom-com montage. We've got scene 1, a setup disguised as casual drinks, slight nerves. I imagine Kelsey watching like a producer on night 1 of The Bachelor. Am I right? We've got scene 2, a group bowling date, rented shoes, gutter balls. You can hear like the bowling balls crashing into the pins in the background. Maybe Cole sneaks a glance, and maybe Taylor already knows. Scene 3 is like a fast forward through a real deal relationship montage. You've got grocery runs and errand bribes, Bachelor in Paradise debates, 2 dogs, 1 gamer headset, shared IPAs, spontaneous Lego builds, and 1,000 little moments that add up to, yeah, this is it. Somewhere in all of that, between snacks and snugs, between checking in 5 times a day just to see what can be done to make each other's day, they decided this isn't just a good thing, this is the thing. That's why we're here. Maybe it's not a grand ballroom or a beachfront cliff at sunset, but it doesn't need to be. It is Cinco de Mayo, and there are tacos coming, and they've chosen to start there forever, surrounded by the people who matter most. That's all the magic you need. Marriage at its core is a promise to keep showing up, to keep asking, you need anything? To keep defending each other, laughing until you cry, and maybe sharing the occasional SpongeBob reference when words fall short. And even though today's ceremony is light on fanfare, it's heavy on meaning, because you're saying yes to the real stuff, the everyday kindness, the inside jokes, the hard things, and the shared memes at 2 a.m. sent from one pillow to another. In the spirit of celebration, straight from the brilliant mouth of the great philosopher Patrick Starr, I wumbo, you wumbo, we wumbo. A surprisingly profound reminder that love is about mutual weirdness, shared understanding, and occasionally making up words just to make each other laugh. So let's make this official before the queso cools. Cole, do you take Taylor to be your lawfully wedded wife, your partner in life, your co-pilot through Bachelor in Paradise, your go-to person for Costco runs, spontaneous plans, and late-night snack deliveries? Do you promise to keep asking, do you need anything, even when you already know the answer, to love her fiercely, and to build a weird and wonderful life side by side? If so, I do.
I do.
Taylor, do you take Cole to be your lawfully wedded husband, your golden retriever, your gamer, your errand buddy, your fellow IPA enthusiast, and your rock in all things big and small? Do you promise to laugh with him, stand up for him, surprise him with treats, and love him the same dedication you have for your dogs forever and always? Before we seal this deal, I want to do a quick crowd check. You've all shown up today in full emotional support mode, possibly for the tacos, but definitely because you love these two. And whether you're family, chosen family, or someone who's just here for good beer and better vibes, your presence here matters. So let's make this a group effort. If you promise to show up for Taylor and Cole, whether that means dropping off soup when one of them gets sick, hyping them up in group texts, third wheeling on dog walks, or nodding silently when we say we're totally fine, even though you know they're lying. If you promise to pour a good drink, offer to dog sit, laugh with them when life is good, and be there when things quite aren't as funny, then let's hear we do.
We do.
Perfect, you're all in it now too. Now, the fun part, by the power vested in me by the American Marriage Ministries, and the questionable wisdom of letting a friend you just met officiate your wedding, I now pronounce you formal tax deductions and husband and wife. Cue the credit roll, slow pan of the crowd, and the happy couple sealing it with a kiss. For the first time, but certainly not the last, I am honored to present to you Mr. Cole, my love, Itoven, and Miss Taylor Babe Roberts. Alright, you guys want to sign here?
That was so good.
Can I have the witnesses up here, pretty please?
That was so good, honey.
I'm glad.
That was perfect. I trust you entirely.
That was a bold strategy, though. We're in Minnehaha, right?
Yes, we're in
The
Minnehaha.
Lincoln, Minnehaha, Union County always really confused me growing up.
Somebody actually
'Cause
texted me
Beersford's
that a couple
split,
hours
too.
ago about our new office. They were like, "Where is the county?"
You're like,
I was like, I don't know. Well, are you from Beersford?
I'm from Beersford originally, yeah.
You are. We
Yeah.
never even had this conversation either.
Mhm.
That's how you know Chantel.
Oh,
Sort of,
yeah.
right? That's how you're.
Well, I'm there a little too much now because I'm being weird. He literally lives like a block from the house I grew up in. It's super fun.
What's your last name?
Zoss is my last name. My mom's maiden name's Jones. They grew up there as well. So, like most people know my grandpa Jim Jones. He wasn't the best person though, so I don't like to say that all the time.
That could be a million people.
Yeah, see, you get it. You get it. Okay.
Didn't I tell you Chantel?
I have to look up my official title because I don't ever actually
Dental
remember it.
hygienist? Oh, I went to live in Chelsea. All your dogs guys.
Oh, I love that.
The merit, the fake
Alright.
marriage license that they give us that you can put on the wall. We're gonna put their two paw prints.
Oh,
Gus and I.
cute. Okay, I'm gonna have one of you, so you write your name.
Yes.
I can write city and state if you'd like, and then signature.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
Rock, paper, scissors. Dog it out.
Nope.
Just teasing.
She can't say that. So sign here.
So name up top,
And then you
print.
want to put Madison.
For some reason I got 2 copies, but that's good.
She was very specific about that. You need to use the city
Where I
you're
live.
from.
And
Yeah.
she did say if you guys. If you
Okay,
guys
and then
mess this
city,
up, we're
state.
still married, but you have to redo
That you're
it.
from?
Yeah. You have to go to the courthouse with us and redo it if you mess it up. So.
How do they know?
Yeah, that's crazy that
Well,
they.
they like review the shit.
I would say
No,
that
but I
they're
mean-
too busy to know if they're too
There's
busy to
no
do this.
chance.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Do you live in Madison currently? Oh, I lived there for like the last 3 years. And then you signed on the bottom one. I worked
still
at
there?
Dakota State. No, now I live here in town.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Nice. I used to live in oh, what's their last name? I forgot their first names actually. You know Jill Rude? Jill and Tyler Rude? It was their sister. It's one of those that like kind of like black out. I sound really mean on friends with family stuff. Millie. Millie. He's like, I got this. How's everybody doing? Millie. It's gonna be the back
Yeah,
Millie.
I know.
Oh, it's real life.
That's better than a ring bearer throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, that's true. What was it? Waited for it to be
Sounds
over.
like Rocky did a little too much.
All
Did
right.
at her a little too much.
I think technically, I need to make sure. I think technically it's a
here,
religious.
sweet
I think it's technically. I think civil requires a. No, I'll know that here in a second. I had to look it up on my deal. But my signature's here, so I'm just gonna make sure I
Just
put
gets you to
my
your limit every time.
title,
doesn't
which
it?
I'm pretty sure is just Reverend, which I think is hilarious. I also saw a TikTok of this lady that's like, she makes like lawmakers call her that. She's like
She's
running
really
the millennials
curb
like
stomping
that.
right there.
Or did you marry your friends? Like you can require that they refer to you as Reverend, whatever. And I'm like, I might actually. Like on your script or on your script it says that. It says like Reverend Sammy Zoss or whatever.
Where's Gus?
I'm gonna bring this inside, so it's all good if you don't lose